I did a synopsis on African Descendant women and white men. I want to say I did one on African Descendant men, and this synopsis I want to do on white women. I did a few videos back, or so, a good amount of videos back, when I wrote in the title, Why I Hate Black Women. Surely that wasn't what I was talking about. As you know, if you listen to me, I don't excuse African descendant women for not being good mothers, not showing and basically nurturing their daughters, not being good women to us men. I'm not talking about the brothers that's hurting you. I'm talking about the brother that's been good to you. The brother that you will call right now. And I don't even think because he just attracted or had a great desire for you or anything from you. I think it's just that's that man and woman chemistry, which I'm trying to not allow them to destroy. Do you want them? Do you want to allow them to keep destroying the man and woman chemistry? I think it's okay if I just treat a woman good. I think it's okay if you just treat me good for no apparent reason at all. Just treat me good. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Isn't that what humans? Well, they say humans. I say beings. Are we beings? We're action. So if you walk past somebody that need help, help them. I don't see no problem with that. I don't care. Let's break that down. Let's culturalize that real quick. I don't care what their race is. But this is what I'm not going to do. I cannot do more for a person trying to hurt me, that think less of me. That's impossible. You know why it's impossible for me? It don't give me no energy. It steers me away, and you say I gotta be better. So I gotta keep being better in me, and then be better for somebody else that don't care about me, but then be better for I gotta use my powers, energies that I activated and accessed because the Creator, the Spirit, allowed me to, and give them to people that don't deserve none of it. They don't deserve my help. You tried to blow me up, and you left your hand bleeding. That's okay. The greatest example, since that's too extreme for a lot of people, you using drugs, and then they create this Narcan. They didn't use that. I'm not forming it. See, you saying it's bitter. No, this is not bitter. I'm not using a Narcan on you. You wanted to use crack. You wanted to use heroin. You wanted to shoot up. I'm not about to shoot you with something, and then no, I'm not about to take my time. No, if you cannot see that this drug can kill you literally, I mean, if I got to use the can, the drug isn't killing you. I don't think that right there is going to save you. Maybe you do need God more than me in that sense of saying God, 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 this, all the time, Jesus, Jesus, all these. You need that because you don't even value your own life for one. You don't value your life. Me helping you value your life don't help. I noticed that. If you talk to anybody that had any type of addiction, they had to get off it. They couldn't do it for their husband, couldn't do it for their wife, couldn't do it for their boy, couldn't do it for their girlfriend, couldn't do it for their child, couldn't do it for their son, couldn't do it for their daughter, couldn't do it for their mother, couldn't do it for their father, couldn't do it for the grandkids. If you have children, they couldn't do it for nothing and nobody else. They had to do it for themselves. So this is my synopsis going into African descendant women and white women. My synopsis of white women. It's more towards you, African descendant women. You got a beef with me. I give you that. But why you don't have a beef with the white women? Now let's walk down memory lane. If we talk, if slavery was actually a part of American history, patriotism, the flag, the Star Spangled Banner, sports, the agencies, the government, why are we oblivious? Come on, I'm choosing to go work for this organization. I know this association their grandfathers was created during the slavery. I know that. I'm not talking about knowing and willingly now knowing. I know how to be around. I know how to work for the company. I'm here to do my duty. I have a skill that they need. Cool. This skill I'm using, I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for the company. Because people say, oh, you're doing it to survive, to make money. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing this for the tool that I need to get to where I'm going. So if memory throughout history and research serve me right, did not white women participate in slavery? So we're going to do this. I'm going to keep saying this until African Descendant Woman make this go viral. The white men are supposedly better than black, quote unquote, black African Descendant American men, right? They're better. Let's say they're better. Let's give them that they're better. Okay, they're better than me. They all better than me, all of them. You don't single one out. You don't say, oh, because he got this. Or no, you saying they all better than me. Don't matter what they do, how they act, how they treat you, how they treat me, how they treat your mother, your grandparents, your family, your sons. Don't matter how they treat them, they're better than me. That's what we got down on paper. That's what I'm hearing. That's why you want to go out of your race. You so disgusted by me. You never even dated the same race. So that means you was disgusted by your mother, brother, and father. See, I look deep into your psyche. That's why it's called psychosis. That's why you under a trance. You saying your mother, father, and brother and sister. You don't say you can't love your brother. You told your brother you already hate him. You say I'm not your brother. Oh, but I'm not your brother because I hurt you. But those white men hurting me, and they are hurting women, but they're not hurting you. They're loving you. They are called women of the same race that you're with, all types of bees and hoes. But you say, quote unquote, black African descendant men do it too. See what you're doing there? But when I do something wrong, that's typical. That's stigmatized. That's stereotypical. See what you're doing there again? You're not giving. You giving just all power to what you want to give power to, right? You give all power. If it's just the almighty, you giving all power to what? What you're doing? White people. They're not ruling over you. They're not subjugating you. See, and that's the thing. They're not dominating you, but you use those words. They're not supreme over you, but you using those words. So in that mind, your mind frame, you already gave power to what hates you, but you fell in love with what hates you. Think about the nurturing. Now let's go back to if this is your synopsis, if this is the synopsis of you, African descendant men and women, white men are better than black men. Okay. So we went over history. They do the same thing. They even started a war. They even created slavery. They did all these evil, demonic things, which is still in society. But you saying I'm not good enough. My ancestors was brought from a place, put into a land called the man, but we was emperors and you was empress over there, right? We was living a good life. We was living our best life, as we say. We wasn't warring. And if you want to say we was warring, no, it didn't. It said it didn't have a concubine. We was established. We was made perfect over there. Perfect. Complete, established, and whole. When my brother died, I helped out this is an example. When these brothers died in the battle, when they go out and went to go get food for the village, the people, the clan, the guild, the horde, the tribe, the village, he might have got killed. He probably got sick. He got stuck by poison. So when he didn't make it back, me, the brother, I helped his family continue his legacy because he created seeds. See, we want to talk about Blackistan, the KKK, black people, all black everything. The black movements is not good. I never said they wasn't good. I said I get in where I fit in. If I'm meant to go fight for African descendant LBGT, you got my support. I don't want to down you. But as soon as you start telling kids it's okay, then we got beef. Yes, we got beef. And I will tell you to your face. Nothing I say on these YouTube, what we call a YouTube streets, I would not say to not want to, No man on this earth can scare me enough. I know death's gonna happen. But if you as a man and a woman couldn't talk to me without trying to kill me, brother and sister, have at it. Kill me. That shows me your whole understanding was not to have an understanding. And you wanted rulership. You wanted to dictate. Instead of saying, maybe this brother got some light in him. Let me see how lit. Let me see his ignition. Let me see his spark in him. Let me see his will inside of him. No, I want to shoot him and kill him and knock him down and then diminish everything he stands for. But even then, we even uplift the brothers that was diminishing brothers since they was from teen years to almost to manness. And then we give them props because they doing something. Well, I would have where I have too if I was bringing destruction upon people and I'm signing contracts to do what and taking. I would have that money too. I asked my sister, "What you think is stopping me?" She said, and you can ask my younger sister. She said, "My more." So basically, how she said it, she said, "Your beliefs is stopping you." See, a lot of women won't think I'm ambitious, may not think I'm compassionate, may not think I'm loving, I'm cold. But I don't have that same heart as every other man or woman on this earth, of many races, especially for African Descendant. I love people. It's hard to ignore somebody that need my help and not say, okay, I paid my rent, I got food, here go my last $5. It's hard for me not to do that. Sometimes I do say no. Because it's more such as, it's the same people. I said, brother, I gave you a 20 yesterday. Or I gave you a 50, brother. You have no reason to be out here. I said, I can run this spill down on you. And I said, you not on drugs. So I said, I don't know what you're doing with your money. I said, brother, $50 will last me 2, 3, 4 days. And I said, there's, in the city we in, you get free assistance. You can go wake up in the morning, go somewhere to get some food. You can go somewhere to get, they all in the same area, you can get lunch and you can get dinner. And all in the process, you can go to these buildings and find work and seek work or go get hired for work just for a day. To keep getting you, every little step you take is to get you back to where you want to be. So I say, I know I overran, I overflowed that, but the synopsis on white women to black women. So again, let's get back to it. You say white man is better than a black man. So in that whole understanding, doesn't that mean white women is better than black women? Whoo! I'm gonna keep saying this to you, because you're not. Go do some studying and research. Go show me a time in history where white women didn't raise white men. Black people don't adopt white kids. And if it's like, it's one, it's not why is white people adopting black kids? I know that they in foster care. That's cool. I understand that. I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole nother topic. But then, who you think they're going to grow up to love? Just as when you go out of your race, who you think they're going to grow up to love? So, they say black women is the most undesired women, and we keep saying that's a lie. Well, and black women keep saying, when I go to other cities, other countries, other areas, they love me. Yes, of course. But ask them, do they love the men? You got to remember, men, the men is loving you. You think those women loving you? Don't say they're hating on you. Because that's case. I don't say you're hating on me because you love the bad boy. I just want to understand the logic in loving the bad boy. I understand in a dysfunctional way, but in a good, morally, validly sound way, you want somebody to treat you good. But he's money over MOB. He got a lot of girlfriends. He's a womanizer. But that's your boo thing. That's the man you love. He disrespects your same race brothers. But you want to be with him like the other race men. This is not, I don't know, I'm losing it. I'm losing it somewhere. I'm not going crazy. I'm not insane. But I'm losing it in, okay, I'm losing it spiritually and I'm using it biblically, but more so I use cognitive and logic. I'm losing it cognitively. How does that make sense? So in the synopsis of the white women, I don't ever see white women on TV, just like I don't see white men advocating for me. I don't see white women advocating for African descendant women. Where? I don't see ads. I don't see TV, television shows and movies. I don't see the white woman. I don't see that. So black women. So you love to come. I'm not competing with you. You get that job, I don't care. You go have at it. Go be happy because this company that was built for centuries and centuries through his father racism got him to where he's at, which we don't want to put that 2 and 2. 1 plus 1 is 2, right? His father put him in position. The guy that was owning a plantation made the association in the league, in the club. That's called sports. Put them in position to be rich. And to say, well, we can't get rich. Well, the element that is most needed for riches is gold. There in Africa, they enslaved a certain amount of people and they fought off the outsiders, but the outsiders gave up because it didn't discern them. Then they moved us to America, left them there, and they controlling the area where the greatest resource of all. So the richest country has the poorest African descendant people. I don't care if it's one Nigerian billionaire. I don't care if it's one. How come in their land they're rich still, but we in their, let's say there's a divide of land. Let's say we do have a divide of land. So let's say Africa is our land. In America, let's say America, we know it's the natives' land, but we gonna make a little fun with it. We gonna make it an example. We don't even own our land. Then you come here and then they ask why I'm not doing better. Why the hell you come here if this was the land? If your land got all the resources, your people is so much better. The Africans is so much better than African Americans. Why the hell they come over here? What the? Come on, not for real. For real. You know what Zulu mean? I think y'all need to look up these words. So African descendant women. This may not seem as a synopsis to white women, but I'm talking to you women. I said it's hard not to talk about a woman when a woman tell me I'm inadequate, I'm not eligible, and I'm not fit to be, or I don't want to be married no more based off of what? She chose men that said money over bitches? Men that had 3 girls he can call up and get some pussy from? A man that's living with a woman? You think I'm mad at him? You think I'm mad at y'all? No. How did that go? What begot what? Hate begot hate, love begot love. But he's hating. He's not. A man was on a live feed with a girl talking about, I'm talking to another dude. Okay, you got a child with her. And he's talking about what y'all laughing at. I got money. But he not paying no rent. I would have a whole bunch of money too if I'm living with a woman and not paying rent. Wow, I would have a lot of money. If I was a woman, I would be doing great too. If somebody was taking care of me, you get taken care of. I would have a great life too. So all the money that come in would be my money. I wouldn't have the need. So my rent $600, $700, $800, $900, or my mortgage is $1,200 a month, and I pay $35 for garbage. I gotta pay for the $25 for this and some land and house taxes. If I didn't have to pay $1,200 a month, I would be better off too, right? What you talking about? If I didn't have to fight, if I can go to work and just be judged on my performance at work, I would be happier too, right? I'm not saying I'm not happy, but maybe you will get me to smile. So they say, how to make black women smile. I have no damn clue. I don't know how to make you smile. Give you food, treat you good, open the door for you. I rub and massage your feet, and you still can't smile. I don't know what else to do no more. And you saying that's not it. But as I said, this week was about the treatment process. It's going on to next week. The treatment process. I admire you. I call you. I set up a date. We go on a date. We have fun. We talking. We are mingling. We enjoying each other. I'm doing everything I can possibly do. But no, I don't. We not at the finish line yet. But it's you. Oh, like where you at today? We gonna go out? Yeah, I gotta work. That's my practice. I'm out there doing other things too. Besides just if I'm comparing to track and field, I'm doing other things. You're not. I'm not. You're not struggling. How you struggling with me? You enjoying me? I'm enjoying you. And you say, well, I live with you. Well, it's easier now. So $1,200 is gonna go down to $600. Woo! $600 is gonna go down to $300. And you say, and women say, well, let's say you don't. Let's take that out of the equation. You're not paying. Let me keep paying the $600 to $1,200. And you keep doing the things you was doing. You creating a business. You was doing flowers. Now you have more time to make appointments. Now you can walk away from that other career that you wanted. And you can get into what you want to really do to make you happy. But me paying the bills just because you can't go out and go on a travel trip this year, hold on. If I'm making a lifelong commitment, why is my love measured in how much I'm giving you? You understand this, women? I don't think you really do. I did the succubus. Check out the succubus and incubus video. You're going to keep sucking from me. I'm going to lose. I'm going to get tired. I'm going to get fatigued. I don't care how much you do. Anything on this earth. Show me even a piece of paper. Keep wetting this piece of paper. Keep wetting it over and over. This is part of a protector. Keep dropping it over and over. This is rubber. Keep stretching it over and over. This is a hawse. Put it in your mouth and keep taking it out. Put it back in over and over. What happens? What happens after a while? It's going to break. This gets stretched out. That candy is going to disintegrate and do what is. But initially, it's the treatment process. The cover breaks, but the cover is doing its job. It stopped I can't show you my phone. I'm using my phone. It stopped my phone from breaking. I wrote on this paper. The paper did its job, right? The treatment process. Are these glasses? They doing their job, correct? Is it not doing their job? So what is the beef? How is it you can just blame me? So you're gonna compare every race of man to me, but when I do it, you find fault. You get mad if a man find love, and maybe he didn't find the best. Maybe her family is just horrible. Vice versa. I seen women with men. This family horrible, but for me though, I stopped talking to a woman, and she felt as she didn't do right. She made a baby with a man that showed clear he didn't want to be with her. They had a baby together. So purposely, and she's one of these women we call good girls too. So that's the crazy part about it. I didn't think she was bad. She was very foolish and stupid. So they don't call her those words. But what is that? You trying to prove a point to another woman. You got pregnant, but now you can feel the energy. Her daughter's going to feel this when she get older. They're doing it now, probably already feel it. They don't know how to make sense of it yet because they're a child. They're children. She kind of resent the youngest child. She got 2 daughters. But I'm supposed to make a baby with her. I'm supposed to sit there and go through that. The oldest daughter, not even 6, 7, 8 yet at the time. She's probably about 6, 7 now. told me I'm not her father more than once and then did it a couple times in front of her, yes, my actions, somebody might have brought something to me, I hit it out of her hand, but then I had looked at her and said, I'm sorry. I picked it up and it wasn't even broke. And it was something I had thought about, like, damn. I said, I can't do this. But the determining factor of that was her youngest daughter would go into stores and do anything she wanted. Remember, I'm not the father. They have a father. So what the purpose of me being there? So when you say that, women, you gotta think about your words. How they say actions and words? No. Brothers, I say words really matter. He got a father already. She got a father. They don't need a father. Well, why ain't the father there? Why ain't the father picking them up? Why they don't live with their father then? Shut up. That make no sense. They're doing a good job. He's not doing that great of a job. You living in two different households struggling, not doing that great of a job. Nobody can't make logic to me that if a woman live outside of the house with that man that they created a child with, that he's being a good father or she's being a great mother. You're not going to cognitively and logically, sensibly going to put that in my head and make that make sense. That never made sense to me. I will tell that to people's faces. I don't care, but that's their life. That's your life. You're not going to, my life? No. Maybe that's why. See, I'm upholding a standard. So you let white women don't uphold nothing to you, but then you want to defend them and then white men. Why? They're not defending you. They're not caring about you. They don't tell they white men to stop beating on you and stop attacking you in the streets. They don't talk. They're married to white. When you go to these sports organizations, the people that own the teams, the people that are the so-called the top people, they are married to the white people. And those men, that's say if there's a man in charge of that manager position or supervisory position, or that woman, guess who they married to? They're married to white people. And look how they treating you. And you want to tell me I'm married to zero person. I have an African descendant mother and brother, sister, all my family. I don't treat them wrong. For no reason. And then go around after. If I treat them wrong, I'm going to treat you wrong. Are you getting my thought process? Are you getting understanding? No, but you wrapped up in some unrealistic, oh wow, I never thought I was going to get married on the beach and we was going to take pictures in the water and say our vows as we ran into the water. Cool. Your unrealistic expectation got met. But I guarantee you, you so happy, you say, well, they build, they grow. They build and grow. I don't know how hard it is to be another skin color and then not being turned against because of your skin color and then saying they building and growing. Well, it's already here is set for them. They just gotta take it over. The difference is I go to school for 4 years. I'm coming out growing a business. He go to school for 40 years. He's coming out going into his father business. It's like a Russian dude. I'm from Russia, came over here, but you're Euro, man. You're not even close to me. You're not even African. He said within 5 years. He said my mother was poor or we was growing up poor. And yeah, she was a single mother too, wasn't she? He said within when I got older, by my age of 30, I guess he make $1 million a year now. I said, dude, we not even in the same boat. I said, dude, you went to that interview, what happened? He said, I got the job. I said, you know how many interviews I went to? And I had to actually, I didn't even I went to the 9 interviews for my profession and didn't get it. I had to change, not profession, I had the skills to do those other things already. So I didn't start off, and I still didn't make it to the point. With all my experience, I still have to battle and prove to everyone else, including you, African descendant women, that I am good enough. But I'm not trying to prove it to you because I never really proved it. But in the overall sense of life, I'm trying to prove it to you. But the white woman get to walk away scot-free. They make a Lifetime movie. They show the white man beating on the woman. Now Tyler Perry about to, and it's like 4 doors to that avenue. The Oval, he making a movie or a show with the African descendant woman with the white man and the mixed kids. It's about to show how crazy she is and how hateful he is to African descendant women. It's gonna show him trying to love her, but he's not gonna be really loving her. But it's gonna open up. See, you women that love to swirl and men love to swirl, you're gonna see one path. You're gonna see one thing. You're gonna either see that white man as the problem or the African descendant woman as the problem. You're not gonna you're gonna leave the kids out, because that's what we do in life, in real life. You're not gonna see the problem with the white man and then the problem with African descendant woman. And then if you do see it, and if you're an African descendant woman that's watching her, you're gonna try to separate yourself from her and say that's not you. I never said I'm not those men in those neighboring surroundings I grew up in. I'm not their attribute or actions, their personality. I don't say I don't give a fuck. I don't say I'm money over bitches. I do know I know I can't, and this is the funniest, this is not even the beef. This is the unlogical cognitive and logic that we have. I make my own money. We don't have no commitment, but I'm supposed to put my money into her. I'm supposed to invest in her with nothing coming back. I don't even get a meal from her. She can't cook. My parents is told her she can't sew. How can she help me? And then a woman had the nerve to say, you got what I want. I don't want your pussy. I could go buy pussy. What? I can go buy it. Then women talk about, well, you go pay for it, so why don't make him pay for it? Because you're not, so are you looking to be a prostitutionary? Or are you looking to be a wife? And with that being said, the synopsis on, you think what I said, a lot of that don't have nothing to do with the synopsis of white women? Okay, go look and peer into your own life, African descendant woman. Go look at white women. You got white friends? Go ask them what they truly think about African descendant women. Now, you got to really, what you're going to do, I already know what you're going to do. You're going to say she got that feeling because I would agree with a white man that African descendant men, certain stigmas and stereotypes. But I can tell him in his face, and to you to your face, I met a lot that didn't fit those stereotypes and stigmas. A lot of them. A lot. So how can the synopsis of white women be, we don't hear about that. You don't hear nothing about white women. When you do, you hear sound like an angry African. I don't talk about white men to African descendant women. I talk about, actually, if I don't argue with women, you can ask any relationship. They like, wow, this brother actually, he know a little something. But since I'm not farther ahead at my age, 37 about to be, it's not good enough for them. But all the things she's seeking in her treatment process will be there. And we just go get better. But when I become Usain Bolt, I don't want them. I said, I made that, it was like a pledge. I said, Creator, don't send me no woman when I'm sitting up there and I'm in my grace of all the stuff you gave me. And they're going to be trying to knock at my door and call my phone and really show. I said, Creator, and I asked them this. I said, what's wrong with me now? And I want to ask women this. Okay, I make $35,000 a year right now, right? Let's say at one point I made 25, 24, 22, 23,000 a year. Okay? This is what I want to, that's why I call prostitutionary, how we raising our African descendant daughters. How you telling them, you say other race of women, but it's not about that race. They don't have to change their hair color, or they can wear different hair colors to work. They got a thing against you. But you don't notice that. White women saying that to you. Then you say black women. No, you focus on those black men, those Africans. I'm going to call them black because that's a slave. They the slave wave. They're the black men you want. Stop saying that black men don't want to get married. African descendant men don't want to get married. Black males don't want to get married. Now I want to get married, but not under this worldly marriage. I'm gonna get married, and I'm gonna show my woman because I'm the leader. This is what marriage really is. It's not that jibber jabber what you saying. I'm not. I don't have to argue with you to get a point across to show you or to make you excited from arguing with me and want to have sex afterward. What's the wrong with you? That's on the borderlines of demonic and satanic. We argue to make love. Wait, hold on. I argue with you to make love. Wow, that makes that makes sense to you for some reason. Turmoil, thunder, and lightning. Flowers and beautiful. The bees pollinating the flower with because there's pollen on his legs to get the sweet nectar. So the storm is the argument, and we supposed to be making love over here 2 hours, less than an hour later, with the bees and the pollination, and it's supposed to create something good out of that. So when I pollinate her with my seed and I spread it in her, but we just came out of a thunderstorm not even less than 5 minutes ago. It was supposed to relinquish, remove, eradicate, and delete all the ill will, the storm, the fight, the argument, the anger, the envy was supposed to disappear. We have some weird understanding of what love is then, because I don't see love in that. I can wait a while until you show me some love. People like, I want a man. Yes, I'm gonna still ask you. Like that's understandable. Just because we had I'm not arguing, fighting with you. We had a disagreement because we were born in different families. That, of course, I'm gonna still make sure you eat because I care about you. That's what love is. It got care in it. Got some kindness in it. That's what love do. So, and if you think I'm hateful, so a woman didn't want to be with me because I'm hateful, but she's hateful too. I'm hateful because I don't want to go help a random woman that's in danger that I don't know if she created or not. Then I put myself in danger. I can end my life, and then if I can get hurt so bad, I'm single. She ain't make a commitment to me. Just actually, and she ain't have one. She's telling people she was single. I'm not talking about dude talk. No, I'm not. You're not even telling dude you talking to me. But I was supposed to go risk my life for her. And then if I couldn't, let's say my hands got messed up and they had to do some operation. Who was gonna help me? She said, God. Then I said, I said it to her. I said, what the hell are you for then? If God was gonna help me, I don't need you. I don't need a physical being on this earth and tell me an invisible being that sent a physical, invisible, an omnipresent being. Let me say it right. An omnipresent being, entity, an omnipresent entity on this earth that helped create us, that with the man and woman was going to come down and do the work, but he had a person that was her. She was supposed to help me, but she wouldn't help me because God was going to help me. But God sent her, quote unquote, because that was her word, sent her to help me, but she wouldn't go help me. But I randomly helped her. I didn't have a commitment to her, and I made a suffering to sacrifice to make sure she was okay, and I stopped the person from hurting her. And now I'm even defenseless because I got hurt. I can't use what I did use again to stop him. I got to think of a different way to stop him. But then she goes off and leave me and goes with him. That's exactly what African Descendant women is doing to right now. But she didn't see that because she didn't have a commitment. So brother, don't let them shame you into a commitment. That they don't even have a commitment for you. They don't shame you into one. Good luck. So be it. I'm not going to be shamed into a commitment when they didn't have one to me. But at least if it's my sister, she had some type of commitment for me, some love. She know that if I helped her, she had to, even fake people, that's how we call them, fake people. You're like, they just doing this for you can do that. But at least they doing that. They're like, oh, they only doing that because they're going to want something. Well, I don't, like it's going to sound funny to you. You think it's okay to fight and then have sex afterwards. Well, I think it's okay to go help somebody and they only want me to help them back. I think that's okay. Because at least I said, at least the one thing, if I'm going to be in a messed up, dysfunctional, crazy race, at least that person go reciprocate what I just did. It's like, oh, you doing that for somebody can help them. Well, why are you doing it? But then you complain about it. You chose that man, but then you complain about it. And then say it's something wrong with me because I looked as that man. But it's okay because that man, he been in 2 other relationships. He beat on those women, but since he's the other race, we're going to ignore that. But since he didn't do it to you, it's okay. They did it to your grandmother. They raped and pillaged your ancestors. They didn't do it to you, so it's okay. Right. The white woman don't advocate it for you, don't do nothing for you. But since African descendant men, or even women in the case, did something, they don't even, so it's okay not even to stand up for you. Somebody hurt you, you understand that. But it's okay for not to stand up for you, but then that's okay. Then they say what is zero credit? That is the same as bad credit. Let's look into that real quick. Zero credit is the same as bad credit. Why? They have nothing to go off. Let's go this route now. White women don't advocate for you. You have nothing to go off. But somehow you advocate for white women. And the things you're advocating for is Me Too, hashtag feminism. We keep saying that, no, y'all didn't create that. But y'all buying into it to most. You are the race of women separating you. Because you saying, we don't want you. Who don't want you? Who are you talking to again? White women, when that white man don't work him, she go to a white man that want her. I see, and if you want to be funny, that means if black, your black son, so your slave son, your African, but in this case, in a good way, even in a good African descendant women, African descendant men, when they hurt, they don't keep going into dysfunction. That's why I'm single. I don't want to keep going into, why would I keep wanting to be with women that don't want to be with me? They don't, okay, I know, I spoke of good women, but those not the women for me. I'm talking about if there's, single, available women that don't have children that want to have a family still. It shouldn't be hard for us to find each other. But she got a stigma. She got 3 to 5 things about me that's negative. I don't have nothing negative to say about African descendant women. You saying you saying, oh yes you do. Why you think that? That's not negative. I know a lot of African descendant women be with men that don't treat them good. How is that negative? That's literally what I'm saying to you women. That's African descendant. That's what I'm saying to you. And if you want to compare white women are with ugly men. And then y'all keep saying it's not about the looks. And no offense, a lot of African descendant women that date other race men, they're ugly inside by the things they say, how they actions, how they treat me. But a lot of them physically is ugly. They're ugly. You know why? Because that inside because you gotta remember they're already ugly in the inside. Because they talking about me for no reason. I didn't do nothing to them. I never met them. If you could say I'm ugly, I'm ugly. I've been called not as handsome plenty of times. And I've been called handsome by many women. That's why I say if I was back in the day, I wouldn't be. I would be on this speaking the same way, but give it to you in another perspective. Because I wouldn't be single. I'd be married. I would be in my den, my dorm. I don't call it a man cave because my woman and children gonna be welcome. And they're going to be walking in and out of there. They're going to be seeing what their father doing. I don't want a cave is to hide. Once I found that ruby in the cave, in the cold and dark and the wet and the moist places, I want to show that ruby to the world. See I'm going to show you what I've been through, what that ruby been through. See, you don't look at yourself, women, as a ruby. But you want men to look at you as a ruby. But you think, white women, they have sex with all these men. They have sex with animals. These white men do the same thing. Google. You love to Google everything against black men. Go Google something that's not against us. Go Google something that's in a good light. Did you know more than ever, young African descendant men this year have gotten scholarships and went to college? Do you even know that? But then when you talk about college, they talk about they're not looking for me. Well, they probably not. You probably had them, and you think this is not going to help you because you think you want to run because you liberated. I say I don't care for makeup. You wearing cocks of makeup. Wow, you is wearing cocks on your face because you allow the white men to hit you in the face with the cock. But that's another story. But okay, and you wearing glue globs of makeup. I'm not looking at you. Why would he look at makeup? He want to see who you are. And that's a bald-faced lie. Because those same men, I remember I'll be watching like women, like on the line, they be talking about these men, they give out names, they a name drop. So I go to these men. These men are with all African descendant women. I was cracking up. I said, so you went for the dude that didn't want to go for you because you wasn't his type. That's all. I'm not mad at you, women. I'm making cognitive and logic of your sense of what you're saying. Why you don't like me. Cool, I'm okay. But I'm not going to go make up some stuff and say, well, black women don't like me. No, I said, why don't you like me? Why don't you, quote unquote, admire me? Why don't you admire? What is so bad? Why don't you desire a man that don't have a police record, that don't have children? And then when you tell them about it, I had two in the last 2 years African descendant women viewing me for positions to get things so I can get the services needed. Not assistance, like services that they have out there. I utilize them services. The one lady had the grass. Then she stopped and turned around, looked at the computer and turned around and looked. She's like, you don't have no kids? I said, no. She said, oh. She said, you married? I said, no. And I get this a lot, even online. It's like an astonishment that I'm not fucked up as hell. I say it that way. I'm not crazy in my brain. I'm not out there doing that stigma stereotype, the typical quote unquote African descendant black man in America. I really don't have that. It even shocked a lot of the women that have just the dirtiest notions of African descendant men. Like there's nothing love about them. When they hear about me, I just say sweeties, ladies. I say lovely a lot. You just have a hatred for me. I can't get out of that. I can't get you out of that. Only you can. Then they say, well, I'm not getting nothing because we this. I said, okay, I can't help you. You don't want me. I'm speaking to you because I don't want you to love us. I don't care about all of us. Not even me, but just in a generalized sense. If you thinking because you're going out of your race was going to make it better, the white women don't think that way. See, and then the one thing she say, well, the black dudes don't look at me. What type of woman are you? How do you hold yourself? See, no black women, I don't see that. I listen to these black women conferences. They not saying nothing to the women. It's like they teaching them how to be prostitutes. They say love yourself, but make sure that a man do this and that. That's a prostitute. Nobody, they never talking about just the general sense. Man, did that man say thank you? I tell my niece, say thank you. She'll say thank you. She may not get it now. She'll get it later. Like, why I'm saying thank you to this dude for seeing her mind because she already taught. That's my niece, so it's not my daughter. That he's supposed to do this. I'm supposed to say thank you to what he's supposed to be doing. I deserve this. I'm the apple on the tree. But you let Tyrone and you let these dudes live in your house that didn't bring nothing to it. Not even $1. Not even so much that he brought money. He didn't come with respect. But then you say you an apple on the top of the tree. I'm supposed to withhold 6 things inside of me, and you don't even have that in you. I say it's not a diss, but at the same time, how are you the apple on the top of the tree? You never treated yourself. You're not even polished. You didn't even polish the shit. You didn't even polish your drama, make it look good. You didn't even do that correctly or right. Oh, I got my degree. No man cares about a woman degree. I don't care about what house you live in. That's not going to raise a child. I don't care about your looks or your augmentation. That can't raise a child. But if you have a daughter and then your daughter like, Mom, you got your breast done, and your daughter going to think not to love herself. Mom, all you do is wear wigs. Your daughter is not going to think how to love herself. All you do is wear makeup. That means you don't appreciate your own looks. Oh, you don't want to be with the own. I didn't even be with my. So that's showing you don't even love your own brother. Think about that. Same to men. They don't advocate for you. Why women don't advocate for you? They don't say nothing. But when they go on a talking point, that's true for all women. No, it wasn't. When the women was able to do it, African Descendant women still couldn't do it yet. Only the white women. And it was the only ones that got to do it is they had a certain status quo and stature. Y'all looking at Sierra, but nobody talked about she was with Future, a nigga that had 6 kids already. He didn't marry 6 women. What? I have 0 women. I have 0 kids. But you saying there's something wrong with me. What? He didn't marry his own 6 other women. He didn't marry the 2nd, the 3rd, or 4th one. He didn't do them right. Then she got with a dude, didn't even do the... He was with a white woman. He was mixed. And Sierra lightened her skin up. Come on, women, walk with me. I followed this woman. Maybe I probably could say I lusted over her. She got her breast done. Now she with a white man. She a fitness model. She said she was raped. That's how her daughter got here. From my understanding, from in so many indirect little words, I put it together. And I guess she was raped by a black man. She with a white man. So, but it's okay to white men to rape your sisters and grandmothers and mothers. Oh, but it didn't happen to you. So why is it okay for you to stigmatize me and I didn't do nothing to you and stereotype me when I didn't do nothing to you? Why is it okay for the white woman to not advocate for you and the white man to... White men ain't building nothing for black women. White men ain't making it. No, their homes. They already got the business. It's easy. They not doing... They're not fighting for you. What they fighting for? So you're going to throw all that on me. So you're going to put... Okay, pressure make me stronger. No, actually, pressure make me hurt. Especially if I know I'm doing my all and best and you keep saying I'm doing nothing. Oh, that's what I wanted to get at real quick. Not real quick, you know what I mean? We supposed to be loyal to people, right? We talk about loyalty and commitment, honesty and trust. I've been doing good with a woman, example, for 10 years. Right? 5 years, 2 years, 3 years. Right? Never showed her a reasonable doubt that I was going to turn my back on her. Right? And then, after 3 years, we might even live together by now. I've been she's been only shuffling maybe 10 to 25% of the load of the family. And we don't have kids yet either. So, that means she's paying that $125 light bill with her $1,200, $1,400, $1,500 paycheck. My $1,200, $1,500 paycheck, I'm paying maybe the $1,200, the $1,100, right? She paying $100. So she putting about $200, $250 in. I'm going an extra mile, working overtime now, about $1,300. I've been doing this for three to 7 years now, right? 3 to 7 years strong, not missing nothing. So when she decide to not be with me no more, because it's not going right, it's not looking her way. This is over 44,000 African Descendant men in America have experienced this. He's supposed to do what now? You said remember he was working towards a family. So that means he's putting his all into it, because that's what you should be showing you, right? I'm not down in that. I'm not dissing that, because that's what I was doing before. Put the money into her car to get her car on the road. Got her car on the road to get a better job. So better job, she was a little happier. She was enjoying what she was doing, or she was able to do things she wasn't able to do before. She had a child or two, or she didn't have a child. Now that child can enjoy the activities a child should be able to enjoy. The atmosphere, the monotony of the atmosphere was so much better. But in her mind, this wasn't it. This wasn't it in her mind. So over 44,000 men are left to what? Left unsupported. He's going to be deemed unsuccessful, because when she leave now, and this is why I call her a succubus. She just took everything from him. He's empty. He was saving money on the side, but that was for the family. She was saving money, that was for the family, but her money was able to go. Remember, she's saving. Let's say they're making both $1,200 a month. He's paying for everything. She's saving $1,000 every month. $1,000 every month for 3 to 7 years, or she doing whatever she want with it, whatever it may be. No bills or expenses coming out of just that $200. So imagine that accumulate over time. I want to see, women don't think about this because they say that's a man's job, but think about a job duty. Don't you know the descriptions? Don't you know what? And she was being the best woman she can. I'm not downing her as a woman, but I'm asking you as women, what happened to that man? He's left empty. So now he's got to stay somewhere that he only bought to be with her. And he was progressing. He got better too. He was becoming Usain Bolt. But to her, that was struggle love. He wasn't cheating. I don't know if she was cheating. Probably had her little side dudes talking to men he didn't appreciate. But he said, okay, you knew these men before me. She might have made a new man relationship with another man with nothing sexual, but she was confiding in him. He didn't have a problem because he didn't see that she gonna do what she do regardless if he. I don't want to control you, women. Regardless, she gonna do what she want to do. I can't control her. All I can do in my treatment process, quote unquote, is show her the best me. I gave her the best me for 3 to 7 years. Or even less than that. The first year out, the first 2 year in. I gave her the best of me. As a friend, I gave her the best of me first. Because that's why they say you want to be friends first. I'm not being friends to be friends, but it turns into a friendship first. Which was some admiration in there with it, with some care, like, wow, she can see me with her, I can see her. But I know I can see myself with her. I don't know what she's thinking. Because she's like fighting around what I'm asking her. Or we having this, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. And I showed the love. I showed her everything I have. I gave her everything I have. And when she leaves, guess what he's left with? But that's the synopsis. Yeah, it may not seem like a synopsis of white women. But if you read between my lines, you left broken-hearted African descendant women. You left unsupported. You left unprotected. We left unsupported. You left me out to win to die. But I became strong on my own. But then you want the stronger me, which I was never weak. And then going back into this, I wasn't never weak. I'm the same Otha Williams Jr. From having 10,000 a year to 25,000 a year to 35,000 a year to 80,000 a year to 6 figures to $1 million. I'm gonna be that same person. So I only become eligible. This is why I call black love prostitution. It's black love prostitution. Now, the same women. Now I'm eligible. I'm adequate to be with her. And if this is the mind frame of our race of women, where do we see a future in our race? Where do you see a better generation at? If that's just the mind frame. You don't want to struggle. You don't want to practice. You don't want to go to practice with me. You just want to take my money. Don't matter how much I bring home. We got somewhere to live. We eating. We doing pretty good. But since it ain't like we used to call the Joneses, living up to the Joneses or living to the Kardashians, it's not good enough for you. I'm not good enough until I have that certain income. Isn't that crazy? That my treatment process, I made sure your feet was hurting. I rubbed them down with some oil. We meditated together. I don't say pray. We doing things together that's bringing us together in intimacy, not even sex. And we loving each other. We being kind and we caring to each other. I'm being kind and caring to her. But I'm not adequate enough until I make a certain amount of bucks.